Ladies and gentlemen, are we in the chat? Is everyone in the chat? Hello? Can everyone hear me? Hello?
Why is Wardu in here twice?
I don't know why Wardu is in here twice. He's messing up the layout.
Wardu ain't
crazy.
All right. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, chat?
I'm fanboying when I got to use my fucking inhaler, bro. That's how excited I am.
He already out of breath. That's crazy. Hey,
already, bro. It's crazy.
You were on Discord twice. I don't know why. This man is on his phone. Oh. Yes, sir. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, episode 26. I'm your host, B Souls. Shout out to the Twitch chat. Second week on Twitch. We got another guest in the building, the one and only PeeWeeDaPlug, a.k.a. Pierre, a.k.a. Big Stats Porzingis. Say what's up to the people, bro.
Yeah. What's up to everybody tuning in? I'm a YouTube viewer, so shout out to all the people that's, I guess, watching from Twitch. But what's up with y'all, man? Hey, well, first, before anything, I got to give a shout out to y'all for last week. It was a big fumble on my part. I didn't know I was gonna have some type of stomach issue, but I appreciate y'all for holding it down and waiting an extra week. But we here, man.
Sure. No problem, bro. No problem. Hey, before we say anything, can I just gotta get this out the way. Through the wire.
Through the wire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we're also big fans of the Through the Wire podcast, man. Shout out to y'all for all the success. You know what I'm saying? You guys are pushing the platform forward. We got a couple of topics today, as we do with every episode with a guest. We like to get the interview part of the pod first, and then we just like to kick it back at the end. You know what I'm saying? Just have good conversations. And this week, we got a shit ton to talk about. But before we get into that, what's good, everybody? What's good, Justin? What's good, Don? What's good to the usual co-host? How y'all doing, man?
I lost my third week in row in fantasy. I need to quit.
You need to quit? What happened?
Everything's falling apart. My tight end got 0 points. Who's your
tight end?
I don't even know. I just picked him up because my last.
That's why he has 0 points right there. Boom.
You don't even know your roster.
I got Jay Cook.
0 points. I got him in free agency.
Is that Jared Cook?
Yeah.
Dom, how you been this week?
Embarrassing.
I've been good. I've been good, man. You know, I've actually been winning money in fantasy football playing playing FanDuel and stuff. So, you know, life is good over here, bro. Like, life is good.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Drake, no Future. Speaking of Future,
we gotta save a whole segment for Future. Trust me.
Future, man.
I'm not even gonna get into that now.
Yeah, we'll save that for last. That'll be last.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Bird once again. He coming in strong this pod already, gifting us up to self_. But Wardu, how you been this week, bro? How you been?
Oh, same shit, new day. You know what I'm saying? Same toilet paper.
What was that?
I can't hear Wardu.
Good.
He said good. He said, I can hear Wardu. Can everyone else hear Wardu?
Yes.
I heard Wardu.
I'll let this one on my phone.
You probably muted Wardu, or you blocked him.
He blocked him way back when.
That's crazy. Hey, what's up, chat? We got 80 viewers in here right now. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody in the chat? You know what I'm saying? We have Wardu. The layout is messed up again. Just get that fixed real quick. But Pee-wee, bro. No problem for last week, bro. Like, if you have an emergency like that, you don't have to apologize for anything. You know what I'm saying? And we pulled it through.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. We pulled it through last week. It was a really good episode. As well, shout out to.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all again, though.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Alvini for coming through last week, last minute. You know what I'm saying? Alvin I. All right, let's get into the interview section of the pod, man. So I think most people know you from Through the Wire, right? Is that would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
So one of our first questions is just how did that idea with you, Kenny, and all of your boys starting the pod? Like, what was there a moment where you guys were like just chilling it and was like, all right, let's start this pod, you know?
Well, as y'all know, Kenny, that's my cousin. We first cousins.
Right.
So he was doing this thing on YouTube, and I'm the older cousin. So I saw him doing his thing, and seen him talking about basketball on Twitter with some of his fans or whatever. And me being an older cousin, I'm just looking at him like, oh, look at little cuz talking basketball like he don't know nothing. And, he may have thrown an opinion or two out at the time, and I like argued with him on Twitter.
Right.
And they have a group chat, like them, Mike and Derek is in there, just their friend group, and then I'm in there. But because I'm like the oldest, I kind of mute the group chat. I wasn't really in it on a day-by-day basis.
Right.
But every time me and Kenny would have like an argument, I'd say like, man, that would have been dope for a podcast. And we played with that idea a couple times. That happened like 3 times. And then Mike was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. And we kind of moved forward with that. Derek was onto it, but we didn't take him serious.
Right.
Yeah.
And long story short, Kenny took the initiative to get the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
When we initially got the equipment, it was just for 3 people because we didn't take, like, Derek was like not taking serious at all. So we had 3 mics for 3 people. And then when we were talking about it, we started a group chat with just us 3. And Derek was like, put me in it. Like, I told you I was down. So Kenny went and ordered a 4th mic. So when we first started, there's 3 mics that are the same, and then there's 1 mic that's different. Derek had the different mic because we just didn't think he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Fucking things up, Derek. Jesus.
And then, I mean, that's basically the long story short. Kenny, 2K YouTuber, me just watching him grow and just being a big cousin, trying to mess with him, and those arguments turned into a podcast, and here we are today.
Right. I feel like those arguments too become natural because, like, this is shit that's rooted from not just like you guys aren't just doing this because you guys know that it would do numbers. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit that you guys do off record, and that just translated well on camera.
I feel like that. I feel like that's kind of why we were able to create a lane for ourselves earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's tough for people that's trying to do it. Like I get fans that hit us up all the time, and it's kind of hard to create a lane because everybody's doing it now. But early on, we were able to stand out because we gave you like that feel. And I think y'all do a good job of it too. It's like relatability. People want, it just feels like you at a lunch table in high school or middle school, just talking shit with your friends about whatever.
Right.
And people like that. You know what I mean? We're just making a lunch table on platforms like Twitch where we on right now. And now the fans feel a part of the conversation too. So I just think it's dope.
Right. It's funny you say that because you saw Justin laughing in the chat, bro. In high school, me, Justin, and the boys at lunch would get into the most heated debates. The bell would ring about anything, and the bell would ring, and we would still keep on going on and shit.
It would carry over to the next day's lunch.
That's what I'm saying, and I just knew for a fact that even back then, that's honestly a reason why I started my channel as well. Was just I just wanted to have a platform where I could talk my shit and have people agree with me, and then I could show it to them at lunch. Yeah, I got 1,000 people agreeing with me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all.
You're still wrong. Fuck you. 1,000 people can be wrong.
Word.
Definitely, the essence of podcasting has to go back to the lunch table debates. Because like the lunch table talk is undefeated. I feel y'all 1,000.
Yeah. Dom, do you have a question?
Well, y'all about to ask. So, at what point did you realize, like, what was it that really made you like love the game of basketball to like look at it on an analytical level? Because there's a lot of people who just when they see basketball, it's just that's it. It's like, okay, I like basketball, cool. But it takes a certain, I don't know if it's a moment or a certain thing to make people be like, nah, I like it enough to be like Devin Booker shot 3 of 20 his last game. He's garbage, but it's just not like it takes a certain level. What was it that made you feel that way? Like make you look at it like that?
Well, I was born into basketball. Basketball is like my life. I don't really look at it as anything but like it's like basketball is damn near like a family member to me. I don't know life without basketball. I have that type of upbringing. My dad is a known basketball player in the city of Chicago, so like me and my brothers and even Kenny, Kenny was around, like my dad, like he would come to my dad's house on the weekends and things, and like it was a basketball house. So I had the basketball in my crib. My first pair of shoes were Jordans. My mom still has them. So basketball has just been that for me. So naturally, that's just what I do. So it's like as a 6-year-old, my parents have stories that they tell people all the time. Like I would write down people's names in a notebook and like memorize it because it was just something that I gravitated to from day one. And I got to give a credit to my dad because he kind of like drilled it into me, but not in a forceful way.
Right.
So it would just be that. And I guess, anytime you fall in love with something with like no intentions on gaining anything, it's just natural. So I never thought in my life, besides making it to the NBA, that I would have some type of lucrative benefit from doing anything with basketball. I thought it was either go to the NBA or nothing. But little did I know in 2020, we would have things called podcasts. So luckily it turned out to be something dope. So it was just my upbringing, man, to be honest with you.
Right. Yeah, I feel like podcasts are definitely a great avenue for people that just want to have good conversations. Because I feel like sometimes YouTube videos can be a little bit too edited and it doesn't feel natural and shit. And it's not as interactive. And I feel like if you can grow a podcast, when you grow a podcast, that implicates that you got a bunch of people that are willing to listen to your shit for 20, 30 minutes at a time. You know what I'm saying? So that the podcast game is definitely has been a game changer, and you see a lot of creators that didn't even know about podcasts just a year ago just trying to get into it. A, because of the COVID shit, but B, is just like the idea of having a conversation with your best friends and having a platform to talk about those conversations with other people. I think that's one of the coolest things about like the modern era. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. But real quick, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Someone said, "What it do? Where do? How you been, bro?"
What's good, man? Hey, I'm just chilling, man.
You still can't hear him?
You can't hear me, bro? Well,
No, not at all.
Wait, how the fuck did you know? Word do say you can't hear me, bro? And then PV goes, "Nah, not at all, bro."
Why?
We got an imposter in the chat, bro.
Both
You
people.
fucking with me, bro.
I just did not at all just to say not at all. I was a lucky guess. I literally can't hear him though.
When you go on Discord, does he have like a headphones logo right next to him in the voice chat?
Nope. But let me click him.
All right.
Oh, I clicked him and his face got bigger.
All right. While y'all trying to fix that, let me just go to the chat. Shout out to Jaybird with the 100 bits. Dom's done trained me on 2K, bro. Hey, you said you're nasty in 2K, bro. Jaybird. Jaybird. He said you were nasty on your stream last night.
For me, man, I'm always nasty, bro. Listen. That's just normal. That's normal stuff, bro. And last night was an off night. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last night I was off my game, and I was way off peeing last night a little bit. But for the most part, I was holding my own, getting dubs. Now Jaybird see me do damage, bro. Shout out Jaybird, bro. He a real one.
Yeah. We've been me and Dom. We've been streaming 2K. Well, I don't know if Dom streamed before yesterday, but we've been streaming 2K a decent amount. Shout out to my 2K people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? PB, did you get that fixed?
No, I don't. Y'all names all look the same. There's no headphones next to him. He's just the only one I can't hear.
What the hell?
Hold on. You gotta type it. You gotta type it in the chat.
Oh, he left. All right, let me. This is why I made different scenes. You know what I'm saying? When someone leaves the chat,
other account. He's about to come back on the other account.
He's about to come back another account. Where were we? Pete, were you about to say something before I address the chat?
Oh, yeah, like just having that upbringing and loving the game so much to the point that Don was asking. It's a gift and a con. I mean, like it's a gift and a curse. Like, as y'all watched Through the Wire, like the con to it is like I love the game so much that it's such a passion. So like a lot of people think I'm just some uptight, angry person because when I get to arguing about it I'm passionate about,
Right.
it could get heated. So, you know, a lot of people watch interviews like this and they be like, man, people chill. And that's because we not arguing. Like, if you bring up a basketball topic that I'm passionate about, you might see, you know, it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type thing, man. That beast come out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we've emphasized already in the pod that we just kind of embrace that lunch table culture. And you know for a fact, when the lunch table debates get heated, you know, the voices start getting higher. Voices start getting raised.
The bullshit starts flying.
The bullshit starts flying.
I'll be speaking out my ass and still winning arguments somehow at lunch table.
It's not even that, like, me and Justin over the summer, because I live with my friend Tim over the summer, to stay close to Mass. Like, we be chilling at his house, and we be arguing about the dumbest shit while just like chilling, playing PlayStation, dude. Yeah. And that's the reason why when we started Let's Keep It a Buck, we had me, Justin, Dom and Tim. I mean Dom and Wordu. Because Dom and Wordu, because I like in my head, I was just thinking, bro, the conversations we're having right now, people would love this shit. People would love this shit. And to a degree, you know, 26 episodes in,
we're getting there.
We got 100 fucking viewers on Twitch. You know what I'm saying?
Trust the process. We do. Oh my god.
Impressive. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? You good?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But Dom just left.
We lost Dom.
And we lost Dom, but it is good. It's good.
We can only have 4.
We can only have 4. So going back to those early episodes of Through the Wire, because I was watching them a couple weeks ago just to look back at where you guys started. Where was that shot?
Which ones? Like the very first ones?
The very first ones. It was like a big empty room, I think. I don't know, something like that.
Kenny's apartment.
Kenny's apartment.
So Kenny has glowed up and has a house, as everybody knows. But
yes, sir.
When we first started, it was audio only. But the first visual episodes was in his home. He turned his living room or front room, whatever you want to call it,
right,
into the podcast setup, and he just left it like that, and that was that. So yeah, we were right dead in the middle of a living room, big ass table, all the mics there, and we just recorded 2 days out of the week. But yeah, it was just a front room. No, it doesn't look like it, but it is.
All right, yeah, because I was just wondering, like, that's a pretty big ass like empty room, man. But hey, man, you got to start somewhere, and now you guys are where you guys are. You know, you got to start.
Someone said, "How did you and?"
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
How did you meet Dom and Wordu? I actually don't know this.
Me?
Yeah. How do you meet Dom and Wordu?
Well, Dom literally just commented on one of my videos when I had like 1K subs.
I'm the luckiest nigga on the internet, baby. Big lucky, baby.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know Dom.
Listen.
Yeah.
I like stuff.
Y'all want to know how this happened, bro? I'll tell you exactly. From my point of view, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. No cap. Everybody, we are regular people, bro. I woke up one day. I was like, at the time I had to be 7. Yeah, I was like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Just started my YouTube channel. Dad was like, bro, you got to do something. You got to talk about, because I always talked about basketball or whatever. Like how P just said he was passionate. That times 20. Anybody know me in real life? When it comes to basketball, people don't even talk to me about basketball no more. Like, it gets bad because if you don't know anything, I'm just murdering you now, and I'm getting animated too. So,
as they should.
I'm like, bet I'm gonna do YouTube. So I make a channel and make some videos, whatever. Some weeks go by. Do the same thing everybody does, bro. When you have no clout, you have nothing. I'm going under people's stuff. It's like, hey man, aspiring YouTuber, just go ahead and check out my stuff, bro. Blah blah blah. One day I see I got a comment.
Hello?
Oh shit! I thought that was my internet.
Bro, just get your thumbnails up and you good.
All right, good.
I was like, all right, cool. Went on his thing again. Was like, yeah. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Dom, say like the last 5 seconds again. Just the last 5 seconds.
That lag, bro.
Yeah, you lagging a little bit. You lagging a little bit.
That quarantine podcast vibes.
Oh, he come back.
Right,
he was in the zone.
The rest of the story.
Yeah, Justin, the guy who asked the question, will tell the rest of the story.
Dom slid in his DMs and said, "Yo, what you doing?" And B Soul said, I'm trying to make a podcast with my boy.
No, you good, bro?
That's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah, no, it's essentially from how I remember the story. Literally, like I had a video and I just remember seeing Dom in the comment section, and then I don't even know how it went, but I also had another viewer in there. His name is King, and he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, you want to start a podcast?" Yeah, shout out King. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the troops. But he just hit me up and we was like, mind you, I just had like 2K subs. I had 2 people in my comment section hit me up and they were like, yo, let's start a podcast. And I just said, I bet, let's start a podcast. And then pretty much, and then I got SDC on because I met him through some NBA playmakers thing. I talked about it already before, but we just got together one episode, me, Dom, King, and SDC, and then a couple episodes in, we made the Discord, and then Wordu joined the Discord and had this trash ass top 10 list at the time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta be controversial to get that attention.
Bro, I swear to God, this man had like Kyrie at 6. He doesn't.
What year was that? Was that 2017?
2017. Kyrie
Yeah.
at his very best. 6 is pushing it at his very best. Do you remember that list at all?
I do.
Can you name it off real quick?
He hasn't changed his list one bit. It's the same.
I think it was LeBron, KD, Kawhi. I think I had Kyrie at 6. So I want to say I don't know who I had at 5.
Had to
Kyrie
be Curry.
was 6.
It
I
had
had
to be
Draymond
Curry,
at
right?
10. It's crazy. It was not appealing at all. It was. I'm not proud of it. I'll just say that.
Okay, but will you say on stream if you were just trolling or if you were actually just serious about the list?
I was dead serious.
He was dead serious. I can tell you he was serious.
Listen, I wasn't as educated back then on basketball as I am now, so it's something that I'm not proud of.
You're educated now?
I'm about to say.
Oh my God, relax.
Where's the camera at? I can't even see the camera down. The camera at?
We can see his cam. What are you talking about?
Everyone should block Word, dude.
I can't see him either, but I can hear him, so I'm not complaining.
Okay.
See you either, B-So.
What the hell? All right. Anyway,
Bro, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. Anybody in Twitch, I'm gonna apologize in advance because my internet is god awful. So I'm at points I'm gonna be exiting and entering Discord because Discord runs terribly on my phone, which is what I'm using because I'm poor. Just had to put that out there.
It's all good. I don't know. Right now, I can like the stream sees all like everyone in the chat right now.
The stream sees all.
The stream sees all.
That's all that matters.
My
It looks
internet's
fine
impeccable.
now, but I promise you in the next 10 minutes, I feel it coming, bro. I feel it coming.
All right. But let's go back to some of the questions I have for Pete. So, in terms of the pod, what was there a point? Because obviously you guys are signed. Are you guys signed with House of Highlights, just House of Highlights, or Bleacher Report as a whole? Like, how does
It works like it's kind of like a record label type deal.
Oh man,
So you'll see like
chill?
how do I explain it?
get what you playing at?
I don't even know how to. But like
You own your masters?
my checks don't say Bleacher Report or House of Highlights. They say Turner.
Right.
So TNT. So I mean, it's TNT, Bleacher Report, House of Highlights. We're all one family.
Got you.
So essentially, I'm House of Highlights, but I'm Bleacher Report and I'm TNT, Turner Sports, Turner Network, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, we're signed to Turner. We're signed to House of Highlights through Bleacher Report through Turner. It's in.
Okay.
But so when we have corporate parties in the past before COVID, we were in a party and it was Charles Barkley in there because he's TNT. So like it's all one family.
Right.
So,
No, that makes sense because when I was with NBA Playmakers, they were like a subsection of broadband TV, and I don't think broadband TV is owned by the NBA, but there's some sort of hierarchy with that. So I get what you're saying. But my question is, was there a point, like was there a specific episode, a specific stretch where y'all felt comfortable like reaching out? Because when Kenny was here, he told us that you guys sent that email to a contact that y'all had with Outside Highlights or Bleacher Report. But was there a stretch in the pod, in terms of numbers, or just like you guys had a good roll, a good feeling of things, that you guys felt comfortable like reaching out to a company like that, and was confident in the response that you guys would get?
I can't remember the specific stretch to say, but I do remember us hitting a certain level where we was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, everybody's followers is rising, the interaction is going crazy. We were actually involved with another company at first, but we weren't happy, to say the least. So I think that's what happened, and I think shit started happening. Like Jalen Rose shouted us out on a Jalen and Jacoby podcast. Like shit like that was happening. So we were like,
I remember that. Yeah, that was a big deal when I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, hey, good shit.
Yeah, like that was happening. So we like, are we bigger than we think? And to be honest, Kenny sent the email. He actually heard JJ Redick speak about it on his podcast, so I guess he just shot for it. And it's funny because we had conversations early in the podcast, like career or the start of the podcast, where we talked about like, man, one day it would be super cool if we were like with the Ringer or House of Highlights. So we were like naming all these companies, not knowing very soon after that we would be there. So.
Right. No, that's pretty cool. So there wasn't a specific episode or anything. It was just like y'all had the connects, and you guys were like, all right, we make good enough content, and let's hear a response.
I mean, I can't say it was a specific podcast, but I can say that we were starting to look at our numbers, and we were like, okay, we're doing our thing. We had a Discord of our own. At one point, we still have it because I'm in Discord and I see our thing. People are still in there, and we haven't really been in there in years. But people are still in there talking, and like the movement was just growing. It was getting real. I was going out to places here locally where we live. People were stopping and taking pictures. So like it just felt big, and I guess that's when we were like we could take it to another level. And it ended up working out very fast and quicker than we expected.
Right. And speaking on the company you said before you guys signed, I know exactly what company it is, because we were
Almighty Ballers.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh man,
not again.
I was gonna ask you about that.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah.
I love how everyone who was under that network just knows that was some bullshit. Man.
Yeah.
Like the bullshit. You know what's crazy? We were in New York with House of Highlights, and they was still trying to talk to us. We were like, bro, like just give up. Like that was some bullshit. Part of it's our fault. Y'all. We'll take the L. We're over here now, and they still like, man, we should meet. Let's try to. We good, man.
Yeah, they knew they lost something. I wonder just like how the people that ran it like are doing now, like what the fuck they're doing and shit.
Niggas living fine, running off of people's money. That's how they live.
They robbed us of thousands, like all of the podcasts. Crazy.
Literally, bro. Literally.
Yeah, literally. That's not even the hyperbole.
I don't even want to say nothing, but it was getting to a point where I was getting like crazy mad. Like I'm looking at the view, I'm looking at my following rise, and we getting like money coming back, and I'm like, what is this? Like I'm like, man, we need to set something up.
Yeah.
Get somebody in a hotel room money, bat upside the head.
Yeah, no. That's tough, bro. Yeah,
It took us a minute to get to that point.
Yeah, because we were just trying to figure out our scheduling, because I think that was
facts.
Yeah, that was a summer.
Issue.
That was a summer before I was going into freshman year, and at URI they make the freshmen like dorm go on campus and have a roommate. You can't even request a single unless you have like a disability or something. So I felt bad for my roommate just like being in there, and he couldn't do shit about it. Like he'll be just in the corner while I do a pod, and then I just decided, let's take a break on this. My bad, guys. Should have thought this through more. But I think right now my whole situation is stable enough to continue this shit even on Twitch. But yeah, man. Yeah. Do y'all have
at least for
any questions? Questions for P right
hey,
now?
man, Pee-wee, man. I see your channel. You know what I'm saying? You got like 13K, 14K. You know
Top
what I'm saying?
5 YouTubers.
Like,
Top 5.
yeah. Oh, no, most definitely. He's top 3 actually.
No, I thought you were gonna ask that question. No.
I'm talking about Pee-wee. As far as like people that actually give their opinions on basketball, he's definitely up there on my personal list. I like your perfect shooting guard series.
Yeah.
I like that.
I appreciate it. I'm not like Bezos, Kenny, and those guys. I just, I'm a little bit more raw with it, but
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
They shit all cut, edited all nice. My shit, you might have a little bad edit here and there, but I try.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where do you see where do you see your channel like a year from now?
Hey, let my subscribers tell it. I'm a blow up and be some big YouTuber. That's what they say. They're the reason I make content, because I'll start going crazy on YouTube, and I'll take like 4 months off because I don't really need it. But the people, like fans, they like it. So I just try to support, what the people want. Where it's gonna be, I just hit 13,000 today. I think a fan DM me like, "Congrats on 13K."
Hey, congrats on 13K, my man.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. But if I had to guess, I don't know, because I just don't know how the YouTube thing works. I still feel like a rookie. I think I underestimate YouTube in general, because it can grow rapidly, but I'm into the slow grind. So hopefully I double where I'm at. Hopefully I'm like at 26, 25K, maybe 30.
Right.
I'm fine with slow grind. I'm a worker. But if I did blow up, I'll take that too.
Yeah, no doubt. That's good, man.
In terms of growing, I think that's definitely a good attitude. Because if you just like upload videos and think about the instant growth instead of just the grind, then at some point I feel like you would get burnt out fast because you feel like you're failing. You know what I'm saying? And also last week we had a guest, Alvini, and I was saying to the chat, bro, like, he doesn't have the most subscribers in the community, but the amount of people in our comment sections on the Twitch chat that was showing love for this guy was very impressive for the size of his channel. Very impressive. So although he doesn't have the 100K right now, although he doesn't have the 200K, his fan base is so solid that it's gonna carry over. And I feel like that's a very valuable thing to have. When you upload, to have a fan base that's gonna show out and show love every time, instead of just relying on the algorithm and just relying on trending topics. You know what I'm saying? But last question for me, and I feel like this is gonna be a good conversation, man. The past couple of pods, bro, we've been getting into our IRL conversation bag. Especially Dom. Especially Dom been instigating this whole shit. We've been talking about we've been talking about facing Amp. We've been talking about facing Through the Wire. But let's just start with Through the Wire versus Amp. Through the Wire versus Amp. What is the opinion on that, P? Out of 21, out of 21, half court game.
But a bug now.
Through the Wire, take that easily.
Easy.
Easily.
I'm talking about it like, I think it was it Agent and Low talking about it on their podcast or something. And I was a little offended how they was talking. Like, they only showed Mike and Derek. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't even like mention me, which I'm the face of the franchise for Through the Wire on a basketball level. It's like talking about the Lakers and you're not mentioning LeBron. You're just like, yo,
come on now.
We gonna stop Rondo. We gonna stop Kuzma, but never mention LeBron. So I didn't like.
This man just called Kenny and D Mills Rondo and Kuzma.
Relax, that's crazy.
I want to match up with Duke Dennis.
Yeah. We've been talking about that too. The only, at least according to Dom, the only person we should be afraid of at Amp is Duke Dennis.
Is Duke? That's the only hooper they got. No one else can ball over there.
But I talk to my little brother all the time, and he's fans of them, of course, like everybody's fans of them.
Right.
And he like he like, man, Duke Dennis is actually all right. So, you know, but I'm taking myself over anybody. So I think we got that.
How do you feel?
What would you describe your play style as?
My play style is, I don't even know if there's an NBA comp for me.
He said he one of a kind.
I am. You know what I mean? First of all, my size, I got real NBA size. I think that helps me tremendously because nobody I play against is bigger than me. I'm 6'4", like
Jesus
220. So I'm actually an NBA body type person. So even when we run with the homies, I just dominate off size, number one. And then I actually have a skill set so I can shoot, pass, dribble.
Right.
And I'm in better shape because of quarantine. So my stamina defensively is there. So, I mean, I'm an all-around guy. But I like to pass the ball. I like to get my teammates involved. But through the wire want me to score more. So I'm in my score-first mentality mode. You know? I've been told I pass too much. So now I'm on my harder tip.
That's tough. All right, let's just get it on record, man. Half court, game 21, 4-on-4 versus let's set the lineup for Amp. What's the line? Duke. Let's say Duke, Agent. Will we put in low?
Low
let me tell you
trash.
this. If they play,
Low in the last 2 quarters.
Let's set the scenario. Let's set the scenario for the chat. Go ahead, Dom.
Low win.
Go ahead, Dom. What were you about to say? Hello, Dom.
AMP goes up against. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah. You good? You good now? You good now? You good? You good? You good? You good? You good now? You good?
I was about to snap. All right, it came back at the right moment. Listen, if AMP plays through the wire, I can tell you now, they're gonna try to bring the best 4 they got. So what we doing? 4s or 5s? We doing 5s?
4s.
We gotta do 4s.
Probably.
4s?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Duke. They're gonna go Chris. They're gonna go Davis, and they're gonna go Agent because Phantom sucks and Low is awful. So
Phantom,
that is what it is.
I fuck with Phantom, but he's not that bad.
Phantom sucks, bro. Phantom sucks, bro. They all no cap, and I know they're gonna see this, and I'm gonna say this every week until them niggas challenges. They're garbage. And I'm probably lagging. I'm probably lagging.
No, you're good. You're good.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, no, you good.
I'm good?
We just laughing along with you, bro.
Trash, bro. They're trash. Like,
They
bro,
garbage?
like when when you were saying how they was talking about y'all on the pod, I felt disrespected for y'all because they're garbage. Like, bro, Agent is literally a set shot shoot. When he was big, he was a set shot shooter. Now he's just a jump shooter. Agent's a shooter. Like, Agent's a shooter. Well, Phantom is a New York nigga, bro. He can't hoop, bro. Phantom cannot hoop. He's really out there in the do-rag, bro. He just run. He's like Patrick Beverly. He's just out there running around, bro. He's just out there running around. Davis thinks Davis is one of those people who he's nice when he's around his friends.
Shit.
But when there's people who can even play ball, he regresses. Not worried about Davis. Duke and Chris are the only two that's you have to worry about. Duke can really hoop. Like, I'll follow Duke for a minute.
That's true.
Duke can play ball. Duke's not 2018 LeBron, bro. He's not.
But I heard the jump shot was suspect.
I mean, a lot of people jump shots are suspect, bro. Like, a lot of people jump shots are suspect.
Hey, I like the confidence, bro. I like the confidence.
Listen, my shot's there.
My stuff is out there. My stuff is out there. I got the approval from Nick Young. Nick Young sat right on the couch watching Through the Wire play House of Highlights, and he told me my shit was A1. So, you know, I'm going to go to a 10-day one of these days.
He got the stamp of approval. He got the stamp of approval.
Get him at least a 2-way.
All right, so let's set the stage. Dom, what's the lineup for Amp again? What's the lineup for Amp?
AMP, if they're trying to win, they're going. I know for a fact they're going Duke, Chris. Who'd I say? Agent and Davis. Yeah, they're not letting Low and fucking Phantom touch the court.
All right, Duke, Chris, Agent, and Davis versus Through the Wire, D Mills, Pee-wee, Kenny, and I forgot who's the other one? I forgot. Mike. My bad. Mike. Who's winning? 21 half court. What's the score?
Gotta
What's the
go
score?
through the wire.
What's the score specifically?
Score. We're going to 21. You said.
Yeah, 21.
22-13. And I say 22 because when we get 20, I'm shooting a 2. I'm not taking a 1 shoot.
That's tough.
Emphasis. With emphasis.
That's tough.
I like that confidence in the shot. I like that.
I like
So I
that,
like
bro.
this.
Hey, side note, what was that?
Then it's gonna have all 13 for them.
He's gonna have to. No. No cap. As a respect, like being respectful, Duke will have 11. Chris will give you 2. Chris will hit 2 jump shots. Just because Duke will be tired. Duke will be tired.
I haven't seen him hoop. I only seen Duke hoop, and he was like just dunking. So I don't really have much.
Pure
intel.
slasher.
Isn't it hard trying to judge somebody, like trying to determine if they can hoop when all they're doing is dunking on people who can't ball?
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't have an opinion. I'm just saying we're gonna win. I'm not calling nobody garbage, anything. I'm just saying we're gonna
I'm
win.
gonna let you know. I think you're garbage. Like I'm A&P. Dom thinks
Oh my
he
god, bro,
thinks
we're gonna get fucked up.
Oh shit, bro.
I think me
I'm gonna talk so much trash. I'm gonna make
Hey,
them
Rudy,
wanna
clip
play us.
this.
But they have no incentive to play us. Bro.
No.
They have no incentive to play us. Like they have no incentive. So I'm gonna give you incentive. Duke, honestly, to let someone like Davis get you so mad to the point where you throwing him around, that lets me know, like personally, bro, you're not ready. Sorry.
That's
Because I'm
tough.
gonna get in your head for real. Like this, I'm talking like this now. This is all game. Win or lose. I'm talking
Well-
like this all game, bro.
He really does do that, even in 2K, bro. Dom would lose and still
Yeah,
talking shit.
And still talking my shit. Like what? Like you gonna have
That's
to
crazy.
you gonna have to make me feel the L for me to shut the fuck up. Like I'm gonna talk my shit regardless.
Right.
I'm the same
But yeah,
way.
nah, I got through the wire winning by double digits, bro. No cap.
That's tough. Hey, just a disclaimer, chat. Dom's opinions do not represent the whole.
Do not reflect.
Do not.
And people's. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Can I just
the
address
AMP
something in the
crew.
chat? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
big
gotta
dog.
address something in the chat. Barkley said, what did he say? He said New York has the best hoopers in the country, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm not saying he's a New Yorker as a hooper. I'm saying he's a New Yorker as a person. Tim's, do-rag, like he's a New Yorker, bro. He's like,
You about to hoop
that's
in
all he
Tim's?
is yeah, that's all Phantom is. He's just a New Yorker on the court. Like, I'm not saying, obviously New York.
Is lying.
What happened?
Whoever that guy was that said that he's lying. Chicago got the best hoopers. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think
Chicago got hoopers. Chicago got hoopers, but if we gotta go New York versus Chicago, I'm putting my money in New York, bro.
I'm putting it on Chicago.
We got more hoopers.
Hmm?
We got more. We just got better hoopers.
He
who
said
out of
quality
New York
over
is-
quantity.
Head ass.
Exactly.
I'll give you that.
Who's fucking with Anthony?
Quality
I'm
over
about to say,
quantity.
yeah, talking about quality in the league. But see, I don't know, man. It's a lot of it's a lot
Dom,
of
all you gotta
no,
say
no,
is
no, no. I can give
Simeon.
it to you. I can give it to you.
Simeon.
No, I can give it to you.
There's nothing that needs to be said after that.
Because I was about to say it's a
Simeon.
lot of what if stories coming out of like New York. Oh, what if blah blah. But you could just say that for Chicago too. I was thinking about it in my head. Like there's a ton of what if stories about Chicago players. So I can give it to you.
Yeah.
I concede. Okay.
All I know is Massachusetts is
Chicago.
not in like the top 15. That's-
They're not worth talking about.
They-
for real.
Our best prospects have been injured when they come into the
I can't
fucking
even
league.
think. I can't even think of a single player.
I'm about to
Nerlens
say-
Noel, the only one. He played AAU in Boston.
Then there was that the homeboy you've been dead for 30 seconds guy. What was
That was
his name?
Noel, really?
Who the fuck is
Fall River. You know what I mean?
Chris Herron? Chris Herron from the 1996 draft? Shouts to Chris Herron, bro.
Shout out to Sam.
Shout out to Chris Aaron. My pops.
Man
was a
said
Louis-
Chris here.
So Chris Aaron came and picked my pops up from the airport for his visit, and he said Chris Aaron was on them bitches back. So true story.
Yeah, no, Chris. Every year for our high school, I don't know if he still does it, but he would go to our high school and just talk about like drug addiction and stuff like that to the kids. I think he's really cool, but I actually made a video on my channel just just because I wanted to like spread his message and shit, because I really do think it's cool. But then that video actually ended up getting like a decent amount of views, and then it became a running joke I made. I'd be damaging Chris Herron's financials because people could just watch my 8-minute video instead of booking him.
So they're paying for him to come to the school.
they just put on my YouTube video. Bro, someone DM me that. Someone DM me that. They were like, "Yo, we saw your video on a whatchamacallit, a presentation," and they're like, the whole class,
school?
like, yeah, for some high school or some middle school. And I was like, no, y'all gotta call Chris Herron, bro.
Disrespect.
That's actually.
Yeah.
Muggs was trying to save money, boy.
But aside from Chris Herron, we have Nerlens Noel. We have Noah Vonleh. He played AAU in Mass. So
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. But we don't have like a star to put on.
Stars.
Yeah, we don't have stars.
You know,
Not yet.
Carolina's top 10. North Carolina top 10. I don't care what nobody got to say.
We got Anthony Davis. Derrick
Yeah, he's
Rose.
pretty good. Okay. Yeah, they win.
Chicago is the best. Why is? Come on, bro.
Yo, 1 second. Like, in a minute. I'll be in there. Give me a second.
I'm trying to think of the
He's
top
working.
Damn, bro.
dog. I'm going
Said
to
AD. The fact that you just said AD, that should just be enough right there, bro. AD, the best big man in the league.
Who else is from Chicago? I feel like we're
Matt
missing
Beal.
people. Who?
Devon Carter,
Devon Carter.
Derrick Rose,
It's a lot of niggas.
Tony Allen.
Tony Allen. Shout out TA.
Yeah, I mean,
Alfonso
Chicago got
McKinnon.
Hoopers.
I feel like it might go to Cali.
I mean-
I feel like it might go to Cali in terms of
No,
just
Cali, no.
no. I feel like a lot of people
it's
bring
not.
up Cali too.
I mean, so we're talking
Cali got
strictly.
Hoop.
We're talking strictly like going to like how many like states getting people to the NBA like that, or
I
just the
don't-
quality of hoop in the city. Because if
I
we're
don't know.
talking
I don't know what the
quality of hoop,
criteria is. Like how we're
That's what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
this.
I'm
Because
just talking strictly talent.
that's why
like
I kind
just
of
talented
conceded.
players.
Because if the criteria is players to get to the league, then yeah, I can see Chicago definitely has. They're definitely top tier when it comes to hoopers getting to the league.
I want to
But
say
then-
people doing shit in the league because getting to the league is like nothing.
That's one. Yeah. Okay. So people doing shit in the league. So that's the criteria. So if that's the criteria, then yeah, I can say Chicago. I mean, you would have to say you can't say all of California. You have to say LA because that's mainly where a lot of the players from California that do stuff in the league, they're from LA
Westbrook, Harden,
or Southern
Lonzo.
California.
Why?
LaMelo.
Yeah.
Alonzo.
A lot of niggas in Cali. I'm talking a lie. It's a lot of niggas.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
D-Wade, Anthony Davis, and Derrick Rose. That's a big three right there.
I'm asking, that's a big
That's
three.
a fact. That's a fact. Jay Crowder.
And for all my Chicago people, and I don't want people
Jay
to think I don't know my shit about Chicago. RP my boy Benji would have been one of the best Chicago.
Shout out Benji. Shout out
RP
Benji.
bro.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out Benji. Shout out
What
Benji.
if stories? Benji. What if stories? Benji.
That's the first person that came to my mind was like, there's a lot of what-if stories coming out of New York, but I'm like, nigga, Benji, bro. I'm like, that automatically made me change my mind. I was like, Benji. Yep, take it back, girl. Already.
Right.
And with our big three, we can surround them with a lot of role players because we still got Jabari Parkers,
Didn't even
Patrick Beverly,
Jabari.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ron
God.
Carter, Leo
I mean,
First. You know what I'm saying?
You really-
Tony Allen, like I mentioned.
Right.
You know?
you throwing.
And that's just I got a list right in front of me.
I was like, you throwing Pat Bev name out before Tony Allen. That's kind of tough, man.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man. Pat
Hardaway.
Bev's a glorified cheerleader.
Oh my God.
That man's a short Kent Bazemore, bro. That's
Short
crazy,
Kent
bro.
Bazemore. First team all D Kent Bazemore. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out Kent Bazemore. I will always remember you as the guy on the Warriors that was celebrating like crazy that never got in. And then
Okay,
became an actual role player.
Kenny's in the chat. He's naming off names. Isaiah Thomas, Pistons Isaiah Thomas, Tim Hardaway,
Yep.
George Mikan,
Yep.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about
Uncle
how
Finley. He bringing out the names, bro.
Stephon Marbury,
Stephon.
Bob Cousy,
So, yeah,
Wilt Chamberlain.
Dang, all right, Chicago.
Will-
Wilt's from Chicago?
All right.
Wait, Will's from Chicago? I didn't know that.
No, I'm talking about New York. I'm talking about New York.
Oh, you just mixing up. You just mixing up states.
I'm gonna
We're
say
combining them.
Chicago out here
Y'all got New York a little
names.
fucked up. Just a little fucked up. Just a little.
Just a little
They
fucked
got
up.
who? Who fucked up?
And KG went to high school here. Here, high school, KG. Let's go.
I'm not saying KG had to move to Chicago to actually get looks. To actually get looks.
Chicago.
To
Chicago is up there, bro.
That's
Shout out to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's elite. Chicago's elite.
Sean Marion. Like, we just go on. Like, it's just.
Yeah, once
we don't got to.
Yeah, once we look at the list, there's definitely more from Chicago than we think.
Start your list off with Wade, D Rose, and who did you say? Wade, D Rose, and AD. And I'm like, AD. Yeah,
all right, you got it. Let's.
This is overkill at this point.
We claiming Iguodala and Sean Livingston too.
Oh,
Iguodala from Springfield, Livingston from Peoria, but Illinois, Chicago, same shit. So they can come with us too.
Man, so we claiming them off the waivers. You gonna go ahead and claim them off the waivers real quick.
P is stretching the borders for the qualifications, bro.
That man said, "I'm gonna make sure people know Chicago really."
Kendrick Nunn.
Yes, sir. Shout out Kendrick Nunn. All right. Speaking of big threes, like we just said, the big three. P we just said got good synergy, but unless y'all have any more questions for P, let's get into some basketball talk because today,
Get it.
you know what I'm saying?
best
James
time to do
Harden.
it.
King James Harden.
King James Harden, that ass. All right. But if y'all got any more questions for P, before we just kick it back, you know what I'm saying? Make it less interviewee.
Nah. Let's get to the thick of it.
Justin, you got any questions? You got any riveting things in your head right now?
Anything to say, Parks?
Parks.
Damn.
Parks music.
Parks music. Shout out Parks from the Joe Budden podcast.
That is a no.
That is a no.
Oh, man. Shout out Parks, man. I love Parks. It's Parks.
I don't know Parks.
Justin's like, I don't know Parks. Bro, I swear to God, Justin be coming on the pod and doesn't know 90% of the names. He's like, Duke Dennis? Who's Duke Dennis?
No, I know Kenny.
All right, who else?
After we met him.
All right, let's just talk about who does Justin know from all of the names we mentioned on the pod? Who do you know?
I would love to know that.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Give me a hint.
Give you a hint.
Give me some names. Give me some names.
All right, let's kick you off. So Kenny, you already said Kenny. Rusty.
I know Kenny.
You know what I'm saying?
Rusty Buckets. I know
Rusty
him.
Buckets. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Who else do you know? Who else do you know?
Wait.
Go ahead.
If Rusty, let him know he don't follow me back on Twitter. What is that about, Rusty?
Hey, Rusty, go follow my man back on Twitter, bro.
Hey, chat. At Rusty on Twitter, man. Let him know to follow.
No.
Let him know.
Let him know P needs that follow back, bro.
I'm saying you can't
I'm
be.
watching his podcast.
Yeah, you can't be a Chicago Bulls fan and not follow P, man. Come on now. Come on.
He had a very weird moment on his podcast. Lo was on there, and Lo asked him a crazy question. I'm not gonna repeat it on here.
Lo usually does
y'all
that.
ever watch that? Look for that moment. It's towards the end. It's very wild.
I'll watch it.
Wait, why can't you repeat it?
He asked him the size that we all have.
Lowe's a different breed, bro.
Lo, oh my
Lowe's a
God.
different
Even when Lo was on this pod, we just ended up talking about the wildest shit.
Bro, we were talking about the wild shit.
Was that the FUPA episode?
The FUPA.
I was laying on the couch, like just about to kind of pass out, and all I hear is, "How big is you?" And I'm like, "Whoa."
This man Lo, bro. I swear to God.
Man,
Lo
Lowe's
is
a
a
different breed,
Lo
bro.
is the ultimate troll. I swear to God. He just
Woj bomb. Ibaka signed with the Lakers. That's cap.
that's cap.
That's cap.
Stop lying.
Is that actually by Woj
that
or
breaking
you just
news?
saying you just saying
No,
that bullshit?
somebody, no. Somebody in chat said Woj bomb. Blah blah blah. That's why I was like, that's cap.
No, ain't no Woj bomb,
The
nigga.
Yeah, man,
chat.
saying no Woj bomb. How you get a super early Woj bomb, huh?
I got noties on, man. I got noties on. Know where my phone would have
Gotta
lit
say-
up.
Woj bomb at 11.
How would the Lakers even sign him? Laker fans just be saying shit.
Yeah.
I swear, bro.
No.
We're toxic, bro.
He said, Dom said, "Yeah, we're toxic, man."
Pretty toxic, man.
So, Dom,
I mean,
are
I
you
don't know.
You want to
Listen,
talk about toxic? I mean, Knicks
About what?
fans are kind of crazy too. I'm not gonna
you
lie.
LeBron fan if I'm right, if I'm correct. Right?
oh
You're not a
no,
Laker
no,
fan.
oh no, baby, no. I'm a born born and raised Laker fan. Been a Laker fan since I was born into this, as you said. I was born into a Shaq jersey. They called me Baby Shaq back in the projects, man. Walked out my mama's house when I was 3 years old. They ain't even, no one on the block knew my name. They just knew I was Baby Shaq because the jersey you would take me to, bro. Swear to God, bro. Like, Laker fan first.
That's crazy.
Me and my brother used to call Kenny Diesel because Kenny was chubby when he was a kid. We used to be like, Diesel.
Kenny was chubby?
Yes,
No.
Kenny was chubby, bro.
Oh,
He was a chonker.
Damn. I just stay chubby.
Instagram,
You're on the lighter side, B-Souls. You're on the lighter side now.
Yeah, I just know how to wear my clothes.
Slim
bro.
thick.
Don't worry.
That's what it is.
Slim thick.
Got the
I'm
right
weak.
angles.
All right, man.
That's funny though.
Yeah, do y'all have any more questions for P? Because let's talk about this James Harden.
Nah.
I don't even answer the questions if they have them. I hope they don't, but let's talk fast. Let's get to it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get to it, man. So today, a lot of news on Twitter, a lot of news on the socials, man. James Harden has been in a lot of trade rumors this week. Teams that have been mentioned, the Philadelphia 76ers, but the most interesting one today has been the Brooklyn Nets, and a lot of reports. I don't know if it was actually Woj, but a lot of reports have hinted that the Nets are at the top of his list if he was to request a trade.
It was Woj.
It was Woj.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's just so hypothetically, if the Brooklyn Nets do get James Harden, first let's talk about what the trade would be. What would the trade even be?
Well, Dinwiddie, bye.
That was quick.
They would probably want some picks. I'm not sure exactly what the trade would be. I don't think it would be a good fit because they need perimeter defense. I don't know why you just go after Drew Holiday. I mean, you'd probably get a pick too along with that. Don't
you want James Harden on the Nets? Wasn't that our conversation in the group chat?
I was trolling B-Souls.
You were trolling.
I was
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
trolling, I don't
And then he
believe
went
you.
on Twitter and then saw everyone throw out Drew Holiday's name out there, right?
It just protected my narrative of the Nets making the finals, which they are going to make the finals.
Jesus
by the way. I think
Christ.
it's pretty obvious. Dom doesn't
it's
seem
not.
to believe this theory, but I
Bro,
think it's
you were saying the
pretty much the Nets
same
and the
thing
Bucks.
about the Sixers, and they lost in the first round, bro.
I was wrong about that. Okay, I was wrong.
And you're wrong about this.
Yeah, you were wrong about
Well,
it.
I have more of a case with this though. I do.
Do you?
In your case.
It's the best duo in the East.
Is it?
Dom.
Is it?
All right.
the
But
best duo in the
before
East?
we get into that conversation again, in terms of the James Harden shit, I think we already got past the trade options already. How is the fit?
don't
How is the
care.
fit? How is the fit looking like? If James Harden joins his team, does that push them to the top of the East? Does that even make them better? Because I come from the idea that I don't think it does make them better. I don't know if James Harden so if James Harden comes onto the team, cool. They add an MVP. I understand that logic. But in terms of the fit, I don't know what James Harden really brings to that team. A lot of people are already concerned about the chemistry issues between Kyrie and KD. So I don't know why the solution with that would be to add one of the most ball dominant guards of all time to that mix. Not even just a shooting
play
guard,
defense.
but a guard that needs the ball in his hands and dribbles a lot. And you put that next to Kyrie. So offensively, I already don't get it.
Yeah, that shit doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make sense to me. But not even that. The biggest problem with this team that no one seems to want to bring up is defense. Defense. Their best perimeter defender as of right now is a Kevin Durant coming off a torn Achilles. And I just don't know what adding James Harden does. You know what I'm saying?
I can see the comments already. James Harden plays defense.
I just don't know, how does James Harden so the solution to their defensive problems is adding James Harden? I just don't get that.
There's nothing wrong in starting small and going after a Drew Holiday and maybe even trying to go after an Ibaka to solve your defensive woes down low. Even though they have Jared Allen, they have DJ. They'd probably have to give up one of them to get Ibaka, but I'd rather have a lineup of Kyrie, Drew Holiday, KD, Ibaka, or DJ, and either DJ or Jared Allen. That seems like a more plausible championship caliber roster that isn't terrible on defense, but still has enough offensive firepower to potentially make the finals.
Right.
You don't have to go after Harden because it's a double negative, because you would be pretty much in the hole as far as like the cap is concerned, and then the fit would be terrible, and then on top of that, the defense would be even more terrible. So that's actually three things right there that you would pretty much. It doesn't make any sense, bro. So just go after smaller pieces that complement KD and Kyrie, and Drew Holiday and Serge Ibaka. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, and real quick, Huncho 2332 in the chat said, you don't need to play defense when you're going to be dropping 150 points on people. We just came off a season where the Dallas
Rockets.
Not even the Rockets, just last season the Dallas Mavericks had the number one offense in history statistically speaking. Yet because their defense was so bad, they're 6th in the Western Conference, and they got bounced out in the first round. So again, you can be dropping you can drop 150 points on a team, but if you're giving up 160, like what's
Bro, if you're giving up 160, you're gonna make some changes.
That's why I was telling you when I said like, yo, they have more offensive firepower though, even if that's the case. It's like,
I don't know if they're gonna be worse.
Would it get worse offensively? Harden?
No, I'm saying I don't know if B Soul says they're not gonna get any better. I'm saying they'll get better if they add him, but they definitely have smarter ways to spend their money.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say they'd be the same.
Yeah,
my man said.
I agree. I just think that the most valuable thing in the NBA to me is role players, because 95% of them is made up of them. Like the elite players in the league is only like this many. You're like, no. So yeah, I agree with all y'all. Like, just fine with those two and use those assets and resources that you have for role players. I mean, Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. My gosh, who takes the
I would
last
love
shot?
to see it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Karen's reverse.
Everyone has attitude. There's a debacle right there.
Yeah, just one game, not even a stretch. Literally one moment, and it's gonna
mess up everything.
Yeah, it'll mess up everything. Yeah,
literally. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be Harden and KD are gonna do this, and Kyrie is gonna do this. That's literally what's gonna happen if you put those three together. Harden, KD, Kyrie, because it won't work, bro. Like it doesn't work. No one complements each other. No one makes the game easy. All it does is eliminate the fact that you can't double team nobody. Which, if they're not gonna play defense on the other end, fuck it, don't double team them. Like shit.
Yeah.
Let the nigga shoot a goddamn because I'm just gonna get it
Bro,
right back.
we knew Russ, Melo, and PG was not gonna work. So how is this gonna work?
First of all,
we didn't know that. We didn't know
don't
that.
even compare.
I knew that, so I guess I'm different.
So you're comparing Harden, KD, and Kyrie to Russ, Melo, and PG?
I'm saying as far as like the fit, I'm not talking about talent level. I'm just talking about the fit.
At least offensively.
personally
My question,
it's not gonna work, bro.
My question for y'all is, how long does this phase and like obsession, how long is it gonna last in the NBA where it's like, it just seems like there's this obsession with throwing names together. It's like the Clippers. Everybody had the Clippers as their favorite until they saw the supporting cast. Like Paul George and Kawhi are very good, but it's the supporting cast. Like the Lakers were as good as they were because they had a good supporting cast. You know what I mean? So how much are we value throwing names? I think the Lakers had a great supporting cast. As bad as Danny Green.
No one listen to me.
KCP showed up when he needed to be.
Not the best supporting cast.
They had a good one. That's all he's saying.
For a championship team.
When you have LeBron and AD, there is the most elite duo you can kind of have. So you don't really need much
in the league,
those guys. You
need shooters and big men that could rebound.
Yeah,
that's really
good thing they didn't need anyone because they didn't have anyone. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck supports Carl Kuzma?
Yeah. But
trash.
to
What's
to
the
to, to
We
answer,
talking about the champs like this. That's crazy. But I'm about to say to answer
No,
your
right?
question.
That doesn't make any sense.
To answer your question, I would think it would take a homegrown team dominating. Like I think it would take a homegrown team to actually win and be a threat for consecutive years and make people reimagine building teams for the game today. Because
would that be the
now
Warriors? Wasn't that the Warriors?
It was the Warriors until Kevin Durant went there.
I see.
Kevin Durant doesn't go. Kevin Durant doesn't go to the Warriors, and you don't have Chris Paul going to the Rockets so the Rockets can beat the Warriors.
Mm.
You don't have a bunch of teams trying to configure you don't have PG going to the Thunder so the Thunder can get through the Warriors.
But even
you don't have that.
Those you just named are still just duos. We've always seen duos, but this trio shit, like Harden, Durant, and Kyrie, that's something that's like Wade, LeBron.
Right.
I mean, but the reason it started, well, you can say this, it started in 2008, well, at least for at least our generation. I would say our generation, the big three shit started with the 2008 Celtics. It started with KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Really a big.
It did.
Shut up. See, here we go again. God, shut up. But
I like that.
it worked. It worked. Everybody did what they had to do. Everybody played hard, and they won a chip out of it. And then, Wade, LeBron, Bosh, all on teams in the East, all trying to compete. These is no way us three individually can get through that wall. We have to come together to get through that wall. Yeah. Okay, now you have the big three in Miami.
Megatron.
Only threat to the big three in Miami was teams in the West. There was no threat in the East.
Right.
So the big three breaks up. LeBron goes back to Cleveland. They build a good little team, and then LeBron just goes on a run because LeBron's he's daddy of the East. There's no one beating LeBron in the East. It just wasn't happening. So out West, it turned into a whole time out West. It wasn't really big threes. It was great built teams, like teams that were just built correctly. The Warriors dynasty at the time in the early 2010s, that grit and grind Memphis team, that was a grown team. They made smart moves. It wasn't just stars coming together. You had competitive teams. But then the Warriors come around and they just led the pack with that type of shit, and it set a new bar to where you had to find a way to be that great. And then we're starting to see this duo shit. But I mean, when the best duo is LeBron and AD, there's no duo beating that unless you have a great supporting cast, which a lot of teams aren't going to have. A lot of teams aren't putting together great supporting cast. Giannis had a good supporting cast. It don't work for him. That shit just falls apart. I don't know.
Right.
Was it great?
It wasn't great.
Compared to,
it was okay.
It's good.
It was better than the Lakers supporting cast, that's for sure.
I think for Giannis's playstyle, it was a really good supporting cast.
It's great. I mean, think about it. For Giannis, like, what other superstar player has a better supporting cast than Giannis? Like, bona fide better than Giannis.
I think.
No, it's good. I just feel like the way he plays, he needs it to be perfect. He can't be
Jimmy
out there.
Butler has a good supporting cast.
True.
Brogdon would have been better than Bledsoe.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of
Very
Bledsoe.
true. They have to get rid of Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that.
Everything else, elite. Lopez, elite. Wesley Matthews, 3-and-D wings, elite. But the Bledsoe thing has always been like, if they could have chose Brogdon over that, they would be right there, in my opinion. Yeah. But, hindsight is 20/20, I guess. Right. I'm all for the duo things. I just don't like clumping names together because they're names. I think the NBA got to get over that fantasy of just taking names and putting them together, because I think supporting
it's interesting though.
It is.
I mean, but we're used to it because of AAU.
I think as fans, it's definitely interesting. Like even just like creating content, like the whole idea of a what if and these rebuilds on 2K, that stems on the imagination. You know what I'm saying? But I think what hurts is that it's not just the fans doing this. Like the GMs are doing this too. Like the Sixers, they just be signing names and not even thinking about fit, and now they are where they are.
Example. That's the best example.
Al Horford.
Yeah. Like They just gave out money because you can look on paper and they got Josh Richardson, they got Ben Simmons, they got Al Horford, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris. You know, you got 5 guys that can give you 15 to 20 a game, good two-way defenders, and then you get on the court and it's not as good as it seems. And
gave me false hope.
Yeah, and it's not even that. Like
it even tricked Wurdu.
It even tricked Wurdu. But even not just the Sixers, but even to a lesser degree, it doesn't have to be as bad as that. But the Celtics, like we talk on this podcast a lot. We feel as if instead of signing Kemba, they would have been better off starting Smart and filling out the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, we feel.
Well,
I'm about to say, I don't know who this we.
I thought you disagreed with me. I thought y'all agreed with me.
No, I agree. When you brought it up, I agree because that made sense. Defensive point guard.
I thought y'all agreed with me. But anyways, that's another. So again, but there's still a case to be made that the Celtics are better with Smart at the 1. But when you look at on paper, they could sign Kemba. 26, 27 point per game scorer, pair him up with Jaylen Brown, pair him up with Jason Tatum, pair him up with all these guys. But then when you look at the fit and how it translates to the playoffs, there might be a better combination out there that might not have more star power or as much star power, but in terms of how it translates to the court, it might be a better fit. So.
I mean, Kemba,
I would say
sexy and attractive for y'all, but I definitely agree. Like, spreading that money around for that bench, some size.
Does wonders.
Point guard for the Celtics was out there at a way cheaper. Like Brad Stevens, he doesn't always need like this Kyrie, Kemba Walker point guard. We've seen guys thrive with him.
Right. So that's just my thing. Any other thoughts on the Nets? Go ahead.
I was about to say another thing with the whole throwing guys' names together. P, I would assume you played a lot of ball growing up because, like you say, heavily influenced by it. You play AAU growing up?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
So that like AAU, I feel like has the biggest influence on what we see in the league today because everybody in the league played AAU growing up, and playing AAU. If you know the better guys in your area, it's nothing to be like, yo, let's go hoop, let's play together. Yeah. Let's do this. Like, you don't even think, oh, shit, all 3 of us are point guards. Oh, all of us play the same way. Like, you don't even, that's not even a thought. It's just, we know we can hoop. Let's get on the court and make it happen. So that's kind of like, that's like really what it is, man.
Yeah, it's just AAU, because my brother is in the AAU circuit right now, and that's just all it is. It's all the same. Everybody's recruiting each other.
It's just, if your friends are good, if your friends are good, bro, y'all all hopping on the same team and y'all playing, y'all don't care about fits, y'all don't care about roles, bro. We trying to ball, and that's just the mindset NBA players are having. And it's weird to see the best of the best have the mindset of when we are so analytical, like fans, we're so analytical and think it has to be so precise, and you have to think about everything and how are you gonna get 2 players to play the same way to mesh. Them niggas ain't think about that. They're just like, I want to ball, you want to ball, let's ball.
Right.
But you need to start thinking about that because that shit doesn't work. AAU isn't real basketball. It's actually watering down.
I agree wholeheartedly. And like, that's why.
And Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, like the Sixers going to get those names. Those motherfuckers wanted those names so bad that the best fit next to Embiid and Ben Simmons, they just let walk. Like JJ Redick, it's the best fit.
Right.
He doesn't have a big name than Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris or Al Horford. But when you talk about complimenting your 2
Embiid
young
and Simmons,
stars,
yep,
he's the guy. It gets no perfect than JJ Redick, but instead they prioritize names.
Right.
And that to me, how many times does that have to happen for an organization to say, let's think about this before we go do that? You know what I mean? That's just,
Not for you.
That's why I appreciate the Heat and the Lakers so much for how they constructed their rosters too. Really do.
Yeah, because especially the Heat. The number one thing with the Heat was fit and how the players fit into the culture. And if you prioritize those 2 things, then it can go a long way, even though you don't have the talent. And now you're in a position where you're in the trade talk, not in the trade talks, but in talks with, oh, maybe they can sign Giannis in the future because they have this strong base on their franchise, and all they need is, you know, a little bit of recruiting and the actual salary to get these free agents on board. And now you take your shit to the next level. So
and it's actually like the place that people want to play. It's Miami, and there's no tax, so that's also a plus too.
And then that's the thing to me. Like, if I'm Miami, do I want to get Giannis? I don't know if that's a done deal for me.
Right.
If I necessarily want Giannis.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we've been talking about this whole time with fit. You know what I'm saying? How does Giannis actually fit on the Heat with Bam and Jimmy in terms of spacing? But real quick, chat. We're gonna be doing a Q&A in around 5 minutes. Go ahead and go to the Discord. Go to the Q&A voice channel. We're gonna bring a couple people in. We'll bring in like 3-4 questions. But in terms of the news this week, do we have anything else?
Future Hendrix
is garbage.
Future,
I guess not, chat. All right, let's talk about music. First
off, hey, did you hear that Future Uzi collab album?
I haven't made my rounds to it, but
yeah, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time, buddy.
Just guys, they hyping it up, man.
Just go on Rap Caviar, listen to the 2 good songs, and then don't listen to the whole thing.
Rap Caviar.
The one song we were talking about is Baby Pluto, Big Baby.
That's
Pluto
literally the only good one.
Okay.
There's one good song that they made into a whole album. They also,
for me, there's 4 because I like Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Future, I think Future hasn't made a good project since 2017. I think Future relies on the Future album, the self-titled one.
Yo, this is a great way to figure this out. Okay. Justin, who's your 3 artists that you listen to?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. You think I listen to 3 artists? Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, top three.
I like Mac Miller.
Chainsmoker.
I like Kanye, but I haven't actually been listening to him a lot recently. I think I've just been playing him too much. Let's see.
That's not a thing. Playing Kanye too much.
No. It is.
Okay, who are your top 3 that you would say that you listen to?
Right now, currently, even though I am a Kanye West stan, technically, I listen to Travis, Corday, and I want to say Jake Rich.
I like Polo G.
That's me
a lot.
That's me though.
So y'all tastes are a little different. So of course, he's saying 1 song, you're saying 4 or 5. So
yeah, but still four songs on a 20-song album. It still isn't good.
Songs?
It's 16.
It's 20 songs in there.
It's 16.
There's like 14 songs. Like 4. That's still bad. Like that's not good.
4 out of 16 isn't good. Regardless, 4 out of 16, 4 out of 20. Like.
But the one thing, at least the chat,
16.
The one thing we've been talking about, at least in the group chat, is the fact that we just feel as if this isn't even a Uzi album. This is more of a Future album, just featuring
more like a Future album.
Yeah. Like all the production is more Future based, and I don't think Lil Uzi he's being misutilized.
Yes, bro. Like, listen, I was feeling that when I was listening to it. Literally, tracks 1 through 10 is straight from a Future album. Like, Future just came to Uzi in the studio. He came to Uzi in the studio and was like, yeah, man, you know, I got these 10 songs right here I was trying to do, and then you can just hop on that bitch, and then we can just, you know, Pluto. And Uzi was like, all right, cool.
I think that's how a lot of these collabs be happening, bro. I think they be having songs already halfway finished, and they need somebody to throw a verse on there, and they do 5, and like, yo, we might as well do something. I don't see Future, Lil Uzi really sitting down for a month to create a body of work. I think.
Oh, this was done in like 2 weeks.
Oh no, y'all want to know?
I don't
something
know about that.
I'm going to give y'all an inside scoop. Let me give y'all an inside scoop. Y'all know why? Right. Y'all know why Uzi agreed to even be a part of this shit, right? And have it drop on November 13th.
Why?
I don't know if y'all remember this, but
that's Friday the 13th.
When he released Eternal Take, him and Rich the Kid was beefing. And he put a tweet out way back then, said, as soon as that motherfucker drop, I'm dropping 2. Guess it was supposed to drop Friday 13th. NBA
Rich the
YoungBoy
Kid.
and Rich the Kid had a collab album coming out.
Collab,
But
yeah.
guess what? Didn't drop Friday the 13th.
See, I didn't know that because I don't care about either of them.
That's tough.
Politics, industry
Rich the Kid.
politics. I love it.
See, NBA YoungBoy and Rich the Kid, they've had their shits in the
They
works
ball
for a
faked
minute.
him, bro.
That boy
Uzi
NBA
just came
YoungBoy announced the shit like 3 hours before midnight and just released it. That shit was wild, man.
That's that.
But yeah,
Watch the last days. I like YoungBoy. I've been off the YoungBoy.
You like YoungBoy?
I was, and yeah, I listen to everything, bro. I listen to everything. I listen. My phone.
Who are your top 5 favorite artists that you listen to?
2020
I like
for all time.
I like J. Cole, Drizzy. I like the usual suspects, but my top 5 who I like wouldn't represent my taste.
Yeah,
Because
if he says he's a variety of taste,
Okay,
like his top 5.
Your most,
Like
your
that doesn't.
your top 5 most played.
I'll do this.
Top 5
For
most.
Apple Music right now, I'm gonna turn my volume down, and I'm gonna just go
right
to songs, and we're gonna shuffle 5 times, and I'll tell you what pops up. So
Okay.
first
I was
song,
about to say,
Social experiment.
a dude named All Black. He's from Cali. It's called Salute.
my nigga All Black is lit from Oakland. That's when nigga that dropped the All Talk song, bro. That nigga's lit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the next song is
like that.
Life Jennings. Stick Up Kid.
Live
Y'all know about Life Jennings?
I don't.
Life Jennings.
I'm about to
Okay.
say, you beat me there.
I don't know.
Next song, Nipsey Hussle.
Shout out Nip,
Oh, that's tough. I don't.
the marathon.
You
Yes,
listen
sir.
to Cali artists?
The 4th guy's Logic.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Oh,
This is a
I
terrible
never
shuffle.
listened
I got 2 songs from Logic's album. I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot to listen to that.
That album was actually really good though.
I heard it was good.
Last
Listen,
but not least is a guy that I probably listen to a lot, like West Side Gun. West Side Gun get a lot of bump over here.
love
But
It's on
yeah,
Joe Budden's podcast. Yeah.
West
He
Side
was?
Gun.
Yeah.
Nipsey.
Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher is one of them. Larry June. I listen to a lot of Larry June. I'm wearing a Larry June merch right now, actually. Yeah, I just listen to everything. Then Chicago.
shout out Larry.
Shout out Larry. Right.
Shout out Larry.
I feel you, man. I feel you. That was honestly
Well,
one of the
absolutely.
questions I wanted to ask you. Like, what type of music you listen to? It's a very diverse catalog you got there.
Diverse
Trash.
hip hop.
Diverse. All right, man.
Trash future.
Let's get the cues in here. Let's bring in. First of all, let me
Cues
set
for
up
the A's.
cues for the A's. Let me bring in the OBS thing.
All right, so while B-Souls is
Yeah.
getting the Q&A stuff going, P, question, all right. If you had to build your personal favorite starting 5 NBA players, what would that 5 be? Not who you think is the best, just 5 guys that growing up that you love, growing up and now. Personal starting
That's a
5.
good one.
My personal start. Okay, starting 5.
Your
Okay.
personal.
Well, my point guard is gonna be Penny Hardaway. One of my favorite players of all time ever, Penny Hardaway. My 2 is gonna be Kobe Bryant.
R.I.P. Cobes.
My 3, man, because I like cohesiveness. I like fit. So
Respect. Thank God.
He's not just going for names.
James Harden?
right.
Who
Remember, these
did you
don't
say
gotta
so
be,
far?
These don't gotta be stars. This is
He
just
said Kobe and Penny.
Kobe
your
Penny.
favorites, your favorite players. So
James
you
Harden.
can pop out this motherfucker.
James
you can pop out
Harden.
this motherfucker
Yeah,
saying
it is
goddamn
your favorite
Robert
players.
Covington, my guy. Whoever you like, you can put there. Your favorites.
At the 3.
We had the 3. Oh, so we just doing favorites. I don't even have to worry about it.
You don't have to
Yeah, you don't
worry.
have to worry about
You don't have to
being
worry
great
about.
players.
Yeah,
Just
you don't have to
your
worry
favorite
about beating a certain lineup or some shit.
Okay, well, Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and then for the 4, I make Rasheed Wallace.
Good
And,
pick.
Seed, okay.
and then for my 5, I'm going Tyson Chandler. Defensive Player of the Year, Tyson Chandler, by the way.
Specifically.
Okay.
That's
I
off
feel
the
you.
top of the dome, man. That's off the top of the dome.
Penny,
Okay.
Cobes, Bron, Sheed, Tyson. That's a pretty good 5.
That's a good 5, man. That's a good. All right, man. Let's get these cues in.
Let's get it.
We got the chat set up. We got the stream set up. All right. Oh
Stream
shit!
souls.
I sent him to the wrong. We've been in the wrong chat, low key, but it's okay. All right.
We are.
No, it's okay. It's okay. All right. What's up? What's up, Boba Fett Brown? How you been, bro?
Yo, what up? How
What's
you
good?
doing?
We're
What's
doing
your question,
good, man.
buddy?
We're doing good.
All right. So, I asked this in general like half an hour ago, and I'm a Jazz fan. And so my question is, who do you guys think's more racist, Jazz fans or Celtics fans?
No, stop.
You did ask this.
Oh
Jazz
man.
fan.
Oh man.
I said
I would say Jazz. I would say Jazz, dude, because I feel like I've gone to Celtics games, and at least me personally, I've just heard a lot of chirping. It's not. I haven't heard too much racist shit. At least
Honestly,
that's just me.
If you did those, would you be honest to say that?
I would at least from my experience, I would say so. Yes,
Yes.
that's just
From
me.
my
It's just
Yeah,
a lot of these people that are chirping are the bar stool type of people. You know what I'm saying? Going in there drunk as shit, coming from the Irish pub. But yeah, no, I feel I get the whole notion of like Boston's racist and shit. You kind of get those. You can get those vibes here and there, but I don't think it's as bad as people think.
Why is it Utah and Boston? You'd think it would be like a southern team. You'd think would be the most racist.
Well, no,
Charlotte,
I think it's from the
New
Westbrook.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Westbrook thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
the Westbrook thing and the fact that those are two like highly white dense.
Okay, one
populated
incident
areas.
you can't. Just because there's a lot of white people doesn't mean they're more
No.
racist.
They're prone to be more racist if it's mainly white people. You would
Yeah, it's racist shit that goes on in Boston.
There's
Like,
racist
that's
shit
just
that goes on in every single city in the goddamn United States of motherfucking America. All
Holy
right?
shit.
So I don't want to hear that.
Yo City.
Uh-oh.
Defend your city, bro.
I'll
MAGA
defend my
Justin.
city.
MAGA Justin.
MAGA Justin.
No.
American flag. I say everything. That's how it starts.
Is he making fun of my flag? This is America.
That man, he noticed the flag once
American
he got
flag
in his
is
leg.
racist.
It's racist everywhere. This man got
MAGA
flag-
Blake.
No.
I will-
Stop.
I got family that lives in Utah, and they racist.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Your family isn't all of Utah.
That man said-
Hey, my family, I don't mess with. Yeah, I'm mixed. I'm black and white, and some whole. We don't even rock with those family members. But
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm half white and half Mexican, and the Utah Jazz Arena is weird. So on the upper bowl, like the cheaper seats, the nosebleeds, it's like everyone's there. But the further down you get, the wider it gets. It's fucking wild.
That's just a gradient.
Minorities in the nosebleed.
That's
The
just
more
a
expensive the
gradient.
seats, the more expensive the seats, the more white the people.
That shit
man said,
is
sit the
that shit is
colors up
naturally
top.
segregated.
Oh my god.
But what I do want to say for people in the chat who may be Jazz fans, I know all Jazz fans or all Boston Celtics fans aren't racist. So I
Yeah.
think
Mm.
because that could be an awkward situation if you're a part of that fan base and you got to deal with that. Like
It's tough.
I know how it is.
Yeah, it's tough out here.
Nick fans, all of us aren't.
God damn. Just because we're all white doesn't mean we're racist.
It's just like Laker fans.
There's some
all
like
of them are
Yeah, yeah. Going to the New York Knicks fans. Yeah, not all of y'all are bad. Like you. I got Knicks
Spike
Click.
Lee.
Knicks Click.
Yep.
The owner of Hoops Nation, Buster. He's a really cool dude.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. There's some good Knicks fans out there. So, but
There are no good Lakers
Majority
fans.
are wild, crazy, delusional, and wild though. So I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but all
I
of
feel
us
you.
aren't like that. So
yeah.
I'm the only
There are
white
no good
person in
Laker
this whole-
fans. We're all terrible. All Laker fans are just
Oh.
putrid people. We're all awful.
We're not terrible.
We're just awful.
All right.
You're not a Laker fan. You're not even a Laker
You're
fan. You're,
I am a
You're an
Laker fan.
imposter.
Shut
Get
up.
outta
you're
here.
an imposter.
Anaheim, California. I am a Laker fan.
I work with one. Mike from the podcast is a Laker fan, and that dude is the worst. Bro.
I told
It's
you.
just crazy.
everybody knows a Laker fan, and they say the same thing, bro. Don't talk
Yeah.
about basketball with that nigga,
I
bro.
don't have to
bring it
floss
up.
because I know we're the best. I don't have to. I already know this.
Hey, side note, someone in the chat said the Jazz got racial social distancing.
That's crazy. He
I'm
said,
dead.
bro, when you go in an arena, man, the nosebleed, yeah, that's what the minority sit. And then when you go
Yeah,
down,
basically. Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
got
the
it.
white
because
only section down
It's
there.
cheaper to get to the nosebleeds.
True. All right, man. Thank you for your question. Let's try to get
Shout out.
2 more.
Yeah, let's get some more.
Yeah, let's get 2 more people.
Somebody
in.
done asked like the millionth time, what does Justin think of the new Xbox? Like I've seen this in the chat so much.
The new Xbox.
Chill. We got audio listeners. We got audio listeners, bro.
The new Xbox
Thank you.
is great, but the games are non-existent.
Non-existent.
0 exclusives.
That's
on
tough.
launch
That's
day.
tough. All right, we'll
all
get
I
into
have to
that
say.
at the end of the pod because I want to talk about the new 2K and the new gen so far at least. But let's get in Persian Fear from
Whoa, look at that name, Persian Fear.
yeah, it's an aggressive
Oh,
ass
some
name.
hentai.
You're person.
All right, man. What's up, bro?
You're muted. You're muted, dog.
All right, man. 5 seconds.
Hello.
Okay, you good. All right, what's up, bro?
My question is, if you had one team that you could rebrand, like what would you rebrand it to, and why would you
Clippers.
rebrand it to
In terms of the logos,
everything? The
Everything.
Like the players too.
the city, everything.
Oh,
that's a good question.
Las
That's a good
Vegas.
question.
I
Yeah,
got
Clippers,
you. I already
boo.
know.
Get 'em outta here.
I already know. Oh well, I mean, being a troll, I would say the Clippers because they're useless. But being honest, I would say no cap. Being honest, I would say rebrand the Charlotte Hornets.
I was thinking
First
that
of
too.
all-
I was thinking that too.
First of all, just make Michael Jordan get rid of the franchise. Like make him trade
Ooh,
them.
face
Like
cam.
make him first get it with a face cam. Okay, I see you.
Hey, yes sir, yes
He
sir.
said they gonna see me. They gonna see me.
What's up, chat? That ass.
But nah, I would say make Jordan sell that team and get them the hell out of Charlotte because it's no hope there.
Right.
Me personally, I think the NBA needs, when COVID dies down, obviously, you got to get another international team. I say move a team to Mexico City. Me personally, move a team to Mexico City or give Vancouver a team again. Like, give Canada another team because they're a whole country supporting LeBronto
the
Raptors.
worst country.
It's
They don't
crazy.
deserve another team. No, I'm playing. I got a controversial one here. Listen,
Uh-oh.
y'all are gonna hate
Boston
me.
Celtics.
No,
Bring back the
Boston.
basketball.
you know who has the ugliest logo in the NBA?
Is it the Bulls?
Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
Bro.
I knew.
It's so
I
ugly.
swear to God, you
It's
mentioned it once
horrible.
before. Why
It's
don't you
like-
like the Bulls logo?
Like, if you had never seen basketball before, never seen the logo, and you just saw it for the first time, erase all the history behind it. It's so bad. It's horrible. The design.
It's horrible.
You only like it because it's iconic. If it was a brand new team, like 2020, brand new team, Chicago
It wasn't like
Bulls,
that bad.
it's the worst. It's
Can
the
you
worst
can you at least articulate why it's a bad design?
All right. Just look. I gotta pull it up on my phone.
He said, just look at it.
He's talking about the
First off,
He's talking about
your-
the Bulls
your
logo with that
mascot is a-
racist ass looking duck on his damn head. That looks like something drawn straight out of a
All
damn.
right, P looks like he had something to say.
Oreo.
Man,
Yeah.
For me,
go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like you're about to go in on Justin.
He's just in disbelief.
I'm just saying.
Where's my camera?
What's wrong with that logo? It's not that bad.
Your mascot is a bull. This is one of the most fierce animals on the planet. And this is what you.
What are the other
It's
ones?
got abs on its forehead. It's not even like. It's just horrible. You could have done so much.
This man Justin was holding on to this for a minute. I can tell he talked about this back.
All
in
right,
high
let's
school.
ISO P. Let's ISO P real quick. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I don't know. It's just weird that you picked that logo. There's so many worse logos out there.
Like
the
what?
Lakers really is a basketball. Say Lakers across it. That shit is basic.
Yeah, but it's not
Hey,
bad.
hey,
It's just basic. There's a difference between bad
what do we
and
do?
just like
Hey man, don't
nothing. Like no.
that shit. You get your head bust.
I
That's
knew.
not.
That's why I said this. I gave the not safe for work foreclosure.
Not
before I
safe for work.
First of all,
Horrible logo.
First of all, the Celtics has a midget just standing there. Okay,
All right,
they
the
have a
Celtics-
midget.
The Celtics
right.
one is bad,
A literal
but
It's a
midget.
leprechaun.
They don't-
God.
It's a midget.
Their primary
Damn,
logo is
what
just
a
the
fan, it's a
clover, though,
midget.
isn't it?
What'd you say?
Isn't their primary just the clover now? Not the little
They got a shit ton. I'm not gonna
the thing they have in the center of the court is horrendous, and I want them to switch that, but I know they never will. The clover is fine.
What's the magic? Do they even have a mascot? Like the magic?
No, it's that big ass green thing that doesn't even make sense.
I don't get that shit. I don't get that shit. In terms of, I'm thinking, I really don't fuck with the new Charlotte Hornets logo. Like it's too like futuristic for no reason. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, get the out of here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. How you about to go to a futuristic fucking Charlotte Hornets game and see a trash like team?
Oh my god, this Bulls logo.
So many bad ones, bro. The Brooklyn Nets logo is that logo.
It's a B. It is a B on a basketball.
But it's not bad. It's not like ugly. Like, oh, that B's horrible.
Basketball, bro.
You don't like the Bulls logo? What's wrong with the Bulls logo?
Were you paying attention?
What exactly is wrong with the Bulls logo?
It's just horrible graphic design.
Logo.
It's just not good. Like
Clippers logo is pretty basic too, though.
Yeah, but we already roasted the
really
Clippers.
The Clippers are just basic in general.
But there's a difference between being basic and being bad.
The Pelicans
should
bad.
Be relocated to Las Vegas. Be a Las Vegas.
I'm looking at all the
That's what
logos
it
right now.
The Las Vegas Scissors, is that?
Hey, shout out to Jaber for the 300 bits in the chat.
But to answer
Shout out.
I would definitely rebrand the Hornets for sure.
Damn, we got
Big
three.
facts.
We got
Get
three
them up
people
outta
on the
here.
panel saying the Hornets. That's
That's how bad it is, bro.
yeah.
What's their best history of their franchise?
Muggsy Bowles,
Larry Johnson. that's about it.
Alonzo Mourning.
That's about it, bro. That's about it.
Is it Zoe? It's either Alonzo Mourning, Larry
Alonzo
Johnson, or Kemba Walker.
How we go from that to all the way to Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's the GOAT.
Shout out Kemba, man.
Kemba Walker.
Hey, thank you for your question.
Steven Jackson.
Thank you for your question, man.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
Shout out to you, bro.
B-Sold, you're an inspiration, man. You keep up the good work, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
all these other guys suck. Yeah, don't worry.
You want to make me
Better not be
blush,
talking about
ass.
me.
Now I'm on your ass with that mustard colored goddamn wall in the background. Boy, you're lucky you left. I was about to flame your pedo mustache having ass.
No,
Oh
hey!
my God, guys, look at me on the podcast, head ass. Oh, I was about to get this.
Leave him alone.
You're lucky you
Jesus
left.
Oh my
You're lucky
god.
you left.
Oh my god. Chill, bro. Chill.
No, you ain't hear what he said before he left? Oh, all these other dudes, they suck, bro.
He's mad.
he
They
said
hate us because they ain't us.
Oh, what the hell?
He came in here to support the pod, bro. Come on.
I was about to
Everybody
say
get his ass flamed, boy.
we should just have them type their questions because they feel uncomfortable like
Feel
coming on, and then
uncomfortable.
this guy comes on full face cam,
Confidence,
roasting us.
man. You gotta respect it, man. Hey, shout out to Persian Fear. Shout out Persian Fear.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
you.
out, shout out.
Let's get one more guest in here. Let's get one more guest
Wild
in.
This is why we should abolish Laker fans. I would.
Persian.
It is. All right, what's up, Mickey G?
That's a good logo right there.
The Raptors one, we do not need to rebrand the Raptors. I fuck with the
I
Raptors.
like the Raptors logo, yeah.
Not only is it a classic, it's also good like without the history.
And he just left. All right.
And we're done.
He said, I didn't come here to get appreciated.
Well,
All right.
Kaguya?
And hentai
What's up?
again.
What's up?
Did we do this one?
No. We, oh my
Mute your
God.
mic, buddy.
What's up? Okay, and they're leaving.
And he said, I'm good.
That's crazy. It's not even like they're having a convo in there.
Just chilling.
You're
Yeah.
just sitting
That's
there.
crazy. All right, man. But if I
Try
guess
him again.
All right, let's try Mickey G again. They might be having an actual conversation in there. So, hello, what's up, man?
Mikey G.
Mickey G, what's good, bro?
Mickey G.
You got a question,
Wait,
buddy?
You might not-
Hello.
Oh, my question is, yeah. Oh man, I think I'm muted.
No, we
You're
can
not-
hear
you're
you.
not.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Hello. All right.
Take your turn.
He got scared.
Motherfucking
He got scared.
trolls. Motherfucking
That man
trolls.
said, yeah, my question is, I ain't gonna ask that.
You thought.
Someone said he got stage fright Hall of Fame.
Oh man!
All right, let's try one more time. We got a damn. The Q&A is actually filling up now. All right, let's try Yadi.
Hey, get
man.
these over here, bro.
All right, now let's get one of the other guests first. All right, what is that profile? Is that Drake's dad?
I was about to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
yes, sir. What's good, man? What's your question, bro?
How many times? I don't have a question, to be honest.
Jelly Cam? It's not my Jelly Cam.
We are getting absolutely fucking pranked tonight.
Come on, Drake, Daddy.
Come on,
Think of a
Drake,
question. I don't care what it is. Just think of one.
Oh, where will DeRozan be next season?
Get him the fuck out of here, man. Who cares about the Frozen? Who cares about the Frozen?
Oh, Jesus
now,
Christ.
Get him out of here.
DeRozan.
Big D's coming to Big LA, bro.
All right, let's get DK.
question,
on.
though.
I
Let's
ain't
get
gonna
DK.
be a dick. I ain't gonna be a dick. I think DeRozan end up, I don't know, in the Magic. Who cares, man? We got somebody with a real question.
Jesus Christ. All right, DKM. I'm hoping you got a good question, bro. What's good? LaMelo
Okay,
plug.
what's
The
poppin',
LaMelo
boy?
plug. What's good, bro?
Bro, listen, right? I got a question for Dom, bro.
Uh-oh.
You know when I first saw you, right? When I first started watching the pod, right? You had like your hair, you know what I'm saying? It was like mad long and stuff, right? But when I did that pod
Mad
I came on here
mad
a few
ugly.
weeks ago, it was fresh, right? I'm watching this right now. Your face expired, bro. You need to get that nice up.
Yeah, bro. I know, bro. I gotta.
Looks like Angry Bird.
He said your cut is trash.
I know, bro. I gotta get a cut. I gotta get a cut.
He waited
You
in the
already
queue
know,
just to
bro.
roast his haircut.
I need to cut.
I can't even say nothing.
Look how long my hair is.
No, listen, this was bro, you know what I'm saying? My mom was looking so fresh, and I don't know what the circumstances is we getting a haircut over there, but I don't want to see that long 2K, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
haircut from
you
before.
don't want to see the
Hey, man,
Angry Bird
look,
haircut.
Hey man, the cut's
Angry
coming
Bird.
this week, bro. The cut's coming this week, DK, bro. It's coming this week, bro. It's coming.
All right, okay.
So I'm saying-
Details, I still need to have in your top 50 list, but I'm gonna let it slide and let someone else up in here.
All right, man. I
DK,
know you
were
got a
lucky I
problem.
fuck with you because I would have been on your ass too. Boy.
Get out of here.
I know you got a problem with
lucky you my
not having
overseas
Shane
club,
Larkin
bro.
in there, man. My bad, dude.
Bro, it ain't even
BKM,
about
yeah, we
Shane
need
Larkin.
that LaMelo documentary ASAP, bro.
Bro, that's coming 17th of November at 3 p.m. Eastern, so stay tuned for that. Shout out to
He's
Gang
using this
BKM
for a free
timeout.
plug.
Free. Hey, he converted it to
hold on,
Eastern
hold on.
time too. Oh, he left.
Damn, I was about to say before he left, yo, P, let me ask you a question. If I was to tell you that in the EuroLeague, that there's only one former NBA player that can go over there and produce, who would you think I was talking about? Like, just give me like 5 names. A point guard that can produce.
Access question again?
I said, if I was to ask you to give me a name of a former NBA point guard that you believe could go overseas to the EuroLeague and do damage, who would you say?
Darren Williams. Is a former point guard. I mean, he doesn't play in the league right now.
Doesn't play in the league right now. Former point guard that's doing work overseas.
Starts with an S.
Oh, are you talking about Shane Larkin?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Shane Larkin, but I wanted to hear how many players you could name before you got to Shane Larkin. That's what I was really hoping for.
I can't. I don't know how many I would have named because I know Shane Larkin is killing, so I wasn't gonna name him.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the guys who literally aren't playing basketball no more. Shane Larkin is killing, and my guy played for the Suns. Mike James is killing too. Mike James be able to dominate.
Listen, I wanted DK to stay in here because when we had him on the pod, this man said with a serious face that Kemba Walker can't go overseas and do what Shane Larkin is doing right now.
Kemba would light up the. Oh
That shit
my
was
goodness.
wild. That shit was wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I wanted him.
That's the
I
most
wanted him to be in here. I wanted him to be in here when I asked you that and told you that, so he could hear your reaction. But he left too quick. He knew it was coming. He wanted to come in.
He didn't want the smoke.
That was when I said something about my haircut. See, that's why he left so fast because he knew I was about to get on his ass for it real quick. Like he knew it was coming. He had to get up out of here.
Okay. If you still watching, dog, you bogus as hell. Like that was a wild. I think. What's the point guard for the Celtics now? Carson Edwards will go over there and average 32.
That's tough.
for sure. Yeah.
That's tough.
Carlos Arroyo can go over there and average 32. Like what?
Carlos. Right now?
Right now, Carlos Arroyo right now. He go over there and average 32.
I definitely think Darren Williams could go over there.
Carlos Arroyo.
That man said Shane Larkin is doing stuff that no NBA player can come over here and do.
Oh man.
Peak
NBA
NBA
playing defense over there. Jesus, what? Shane Larkin? No one can do what he's doing. Jimmer Fredette did it. Like, what are you talking about?
It's the irony of that
But
statement.
you know what?
Shane Larkin is over there because he couldn't do that shit over here.
Exactly.
Kimba can do it over here, which is why he would never be over there. So yeah, it's just crazy.
That was my argument. I'm like, bro, Kimba can give NBA players 30. He can't give a 35-year-old foreign man 30.
Foreign man.
Did you see
This is
Milos
racism.
when he got over to the NBA? No, it's not racist. This is facts. Milos,
You just called him a
Teletovic,
foreign
when he
man.
came over here?
Yeah.
Whatever that nigga was, that was on the Clippers the
Theodosic?
year right after Chris
Or
Paul.
whatever. Yeah.
Theodosic.
Yeah, whatever.
He was over there killing. What happened when he came over here? Man looked bad.
He had a couple good passes, but that's about it.
He had a couple. You know who else had a couple good passes?
Shane Larkin.
Marcelo Huertas, nigga. He had
Lonzo
a couple
Ball.
good passes too.
Marcelo Huertas.
He had a couple good passes.
That's tough, bro. That's tough. All right, man. But shout out to everyone that joined in here for the questions that actually had a question. But do we want to close it out or just talk about the PS5 2K shit real quick?
I ain't got the console, so.
If y'all want to give
Hey, P got the controller. Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I got the other side.
Mine's is coming.
Hey, P, how's the Xbox treating you, bro? 2K, all that.
I just turned my shit on. Kenny just texted me, asking me if I'm down to run. So this here is like, man. They say about the quarantine. I don't know how it is where y'all at, but Chicago going back to shut down tomorrow. I'm not gonna
That's
care
tough.
for this right here. This is
What
That's
games
all
you
you
got?
need. That's all you need.
2K. I got Call of Duty
That's
too,
what
but
I thought.
I stopped to
2K
download.
Call of Duty. What did I say?
Bro, don't know. Everybody don't
2K
feel
Call of
like
Duty.
fucking web slinging, bro. Like,
What did you say?
That's what I'm
Nigga,
saying.
I
Not
love
everyone wants to
fucking
fucking
web
web sling.
Know what
I roasted Dom for being a 2K Call of Duty kid. They're always
Dude has
I play
not
more than 2K.
downloaded
Okay.
2K. If we're arguing Call of Duty or 2K, 2K is superior. It's the shit right now.
Right.
It is.
No, he's not arguing that. He's
No, I'm
arguing
saying
the
they're both
fact
trash.
that he's saying that it's trash because you're not fucking playing God of War and fucking
No.
Spider-Man, buddy.
I'm saying your opinions aren't valid.
exactly. No one
because
gives
you're
a
not
shit
even
about.
part of the community.
Are you?
I'm about to say.
Oh, but you don't have a console.
I've got like 3 consoles right over there. What do you mean?
And what are they?
PS1, PS4, 360.
Hey Dom, just hide that for the stream real quick when you try to.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, when you try to.
I got too comfortable.
Y'all
I got
nice,
too comfortable.
y'all nice in this little group y'all got. We hard on our friends. If you don't have a next gen, you can't speak in a party. Like, that shit is.
my god.
He said you broke. That's tough. Hey, we don't get that House of Highlights money yet, man. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we gotta raise our standards first. We gotta raise our standards to that point.
I'm still trying to find an almighty baller
Slow
niggas to get the
grind.
rest of our money.
I'm saying we still.
Almighty Ball would definitely put all of us game system at the least.
That's a fact, bro.
Facts.
Just from the money they owed y'all, they could probably pay for all of our systems. That's crazy.
Crazy, man. I want to beat their heads.
That's crazy, man. All right.
Yeah, let me not say nothing to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta keep it a buck, man.
Yeah, it's a keep it a buck podcast, man.
I like money, and I should give it to some of my homies from the Chicago shit. Go get that money, and I don't even want that money. That's like shit now. But I'll just let the homies who going to get that money. They can have that money, but I just want them to know they owe us some money. If
Right.
you get what I'm saying.
Right.
Facts.
I feel you, man. Let's close this out. Shout out to Pee-wee again for coming on the pod, man. For real.
Big facts. Loved it, man. Love that, bro.
Yeah, man. One of our favorite, at least one of my favorite guests so far. So shout out to you, man.
Definitely.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Appreciate y'all again for extending that week. I can't thank y'all enough. That was a tough day.
Hey, no problem, bro.
No, dope, bro. This was dope. I had fun. Y'all are hilarious. Actually, it was more fun than I thought. I'm glad we laughed more than the formal interview. I get it has to happen. But my favorite part is the second half, the laugh and fuck around.
That yes sir. And I think that's the one thing we try to make this pod is that when guests come on, like I know, like we already talk about basketball enough. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to get to know the guests more. And just talk about some casual shit instead of all the serious shit that we do on our usual platforms. But I'm glad you had fun, man. You're always welcome here if you ever want to come on for sure.
Yeah, whenever y'all need me, I'm always down. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in Twitch. I don't know how many people are there still, but shit, I don't care if it's one. Shout out to that one person.
Yeah, sir. We got 67 in there, man. Shout out to the 67 in the chat. We going strong. We were consistent with like 80 throughout the whole stream, 70, 80, which is really good for them.
We peaked at 1-something. Right?
Our second stream.
We peaked at like 88 around there. Either way, man, that's really consistent for what, 2 hours?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Justin, say goodbye to the people, man.
Why me? What? Bye.
What the fuck? He left. He left.
This nigga left.
Man, why is he wearing an Oreos hat?
I don't know, dude. He's had that Orioles hat for like 3 years. He's had that hat. Oh, is he back? Yo, Justin.
I'm just playing.
This dude. Hey, turn your cam on, bro. They seem double of me right now. All right.
Is it working?
Yeah. Hey, P got a question for you, bro.
Are you an Oreos fan? Why you got the Oreos hat on?
Oh, I like the hat.
Okay.
No one's an Orioles fan.
Does he look like Shia LaBeouf, bro?
He does. Stop. I always have said
I can't even see you guys.
Lil Boof in the booth.
It's crazy.
I'm just a baseball fan. I just like the hats. I got a bunch of hats.
I'm a baseball fan too. I got an Orioles hat up there too. I got a lot of teams. I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not too good.
I almost threw up just then while I was saying that bullshit. Oh
Stop. You can like more than one thing. It's possible. You don't only have to play 2K and watch basketball.
Bro,
there's other things in the world.
Everybody knows I love basketball. UFC is second. The NFL starts. That shit is.
Are you trying to do baseball right now?
Don't start with him. He's irrational.
Don't do it. Pete, listen. This is the end of the pod. We got plenty of time. Listen, we got plenty of time.
Post pod head ass.
Listen,
man, I love baseball damn near as much as I love basketball. Don't get me started.
Man, baseball. I would rather watch.
You just don't like it because you don't understand it. It's as simple as
that. It's the simplest sport in the world.
No, it's not.
It's
simple. It's simple.
It's not that simple, Dom. Relax.
One Dominican person throws the pitch, another one hits the ball, and someone in the right field catches it. Am I wrong, people?
Wild ass statement. One Dominican person throwing
it's always a Dominican pitcher, bro.
It's I'm
dead.
One Dominican person throws it, the other one hits it. Someone steals second. Someone tries to steal home. It doesn't work.
Someone dribbles the ball. Someone
and then
shoots
a little
the
white
ball.
kid gets hit the head
Someone dribbles again.
On a foul ball.
I didn't go to baseball games for the food, man.
How many players are on the field at once?
For baseball?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you got the shortstop. Okay. I got you. For who? For
the whole team.
I got you. So you got the pitcher, you got the shortstop, you got the catcher, you got first, second, and third. Oh wait, can y'all hear P?
I can't hear P. He muted right now.
P, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You're gonna say 10.
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
What happened?
You're not coming through right now.
I can't hear you.
You're not coming through right now. You're not coming through the wire.
It's like going in.
We can't hear you.
We can hear you sometimes.
Hello.
Y'all can't hear me?
Right, we
Now
just
we
heard
hear
you
you.
right now. We just heard you right now.
It goes in and out. Yeah.
Y'all
let's
hear me
wrap it
now?
up.
Yeah, we can hear you right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Oh, I wanted Dom to give me a rapid answer. I didn't want him to count.
Yeah, number. Let's get a number.
Okay,
Let's get a number.
So I'm
Off
saying,
the top of my head. 12.
how many is it? How
12,
many? How many? I don't know. I think 9.
That's 50 minus 13. Goddamn 47.
So how many is 9 players on the field?
There's
9,
9.
and then you got
I added 3.
The bases are loaded. The bases are loaded.
7 players on the court. 10. Same thing, dude. Fuck out of here, man. All right, man. Let's do outros, bro. Let's do outros. All right, Dom. Say goodbye to the people, bro, before they call you a hater even more.
Yeah, all right. Y'all can call me. Listen, if you think I'm hating on baseball, you're absolutely right. Fucking putrid. Spit it out, man. Shit's terrible. All right, people. It's been fun. My guy P definitely. Yo, DKM, he took your spot. This is definitely my second favorite pod now. He took your spot because you want to talk shit, and because P's just that guy. Follow me at Dom Church on Twitter. Follow everybody go sub to the YouTube channel Dom Church 97.
Subscribe.
Once I hit 500 subs, because my channel ain't shit, then I'm gonna drop some bangers. You already know. And yeah, that's it. It should be your boy Dom. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Real quick before we get to Word, shout out to Jaybird for the last 500 bits. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jaybird.
The Jaybird, bro. For real, these last couple.
I'm saying it's not even just this stream. It's just like every stream I'm on. Shout out Jaybird and Wordu. Let's close this out, bro.
Oh man, shout out to my brother P for joining. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. You taking the time out. Really appreciate it. One of my favorite content creators. Follow the podcast on TikTok, Discord. What else
we everywhere, really. Aside from Facebook and like a dedicated Twitter page, we're really everywhere.
Don't need Facebook though. We good.
Yeah.
But we do gotta connect to the older people, bro.
Follow me on Twitter at WordWithTheDude.
I'll tell you how not to connect to the older people. Roasting on baseball like that.
You goddamn right, because that's all who like baseball
before baseball. What the hell?
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
We're not going back.
All right, go ahead, Wordu.
Chief Skeet, and follow me on SoundCloud, Alex Wordu. You know what I'm saying? Got the bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Putty on no-nos.
Quick question: did they have was there a Negro League for basketball? There was no Negro League for basketball.
Oh, now you bring in race.
Oh my god! All right, let's close this out. We're about to end the stream right now. I'm about to end the stream right now.